There was no plan B for me. It was literally plan A. In and out of different jobs, back on drink, back on drugs. Started taking them nearly every single day to numb the pain.
What do you think you were running away from?
That I lost my purpose, my value, things that if a man loses, he will create chaos at any point.
Forgiving what happened and not forgiving the person or persons for what they did to us, because it's not about us, is it?
We're here to serve. 4 things that are really pivotal this year: sacrifice, surrender, provide and protect. There are 4 things a man needs.
It's been a journey, hasn't it, to where you are now. Okay, so welcome to today's episode of So What's Your Story podcast. And today's guest is a passionate, there's no other word for it, advocate for mental resilience, for personal growth, for helping individuals unlock their full potential. His story is dark in parts. He isn't where he is today without those points of adversity. Former soldier, former addict, drug dealer, and he's attempted to take his own life more than once. So I want you to get ready for an inspiring conversation that will motivate you and cultivate your mindset to be stronger and to embrace positive change. But I am going to say this. David is straight talking. I am straight talking. There may be parts of this episode that might offend you or you might not want to hear. If that's the case, if you think this is going to be a bit fucking too much, switch off now. You can go and listen to some more episodes or watch some more episodes of mine or somebody else's. But I would like you to stay because I think this man is phenomenal and I hope you do too. So let's dive straight in. As I asked David Smith, aka on his socials, this is how he's known, Mindset Soldier. So, what's your story? Welcome, David, to our London studios.
Hello, mate. You good?
I'm good, brother. Yeah, I am good. We're both from the East Midlands, aren't we? Yeah. Originally.
Warwickshire.
Coventry. Coventry. You're a Cov lad, aren't you? So, look, let's set the scene with your mindset shift, because I do want to touch on what I mentioned: ex-military, drug dealer at some point, addict. But there must have been a point. It must have been a pivotal moment. What was that point where you said enough? And when did you start to realise the power of personal growth and personal positive mental attitude that you now help other people with?
I think it was around 27, 28 when I left the military. That was a turning point for me. It was I was tolerating so much in life because I thought life was just happening to me all the time. Kind of that mindset, that victim mindset all the time. And when sadly my sister passed away when I was 27, she was 32. That was the fuck you moment for me. And we all go through a fuck you moment.
I think you've got to get there.
You've got to. You can't just plain say it. Like, there has to be a fuck you moment where it forces you to be the best version of you. Definitely.
So your sister had her own problems, didn't she?
Yeah, she was an alcoholic. She was a drug abuser. I was going to the same way as her, really, drink drugs. 32. It was just slow suicide.
Was it?
Yeah, 100%. She had horrific stuff happen to her as a child as well, same as me. I think it just caught up with her, and it was just constantly abusing her body, and the organs failed, liver failed, organs shut down, and then she sadly passed away in hospice.
So sorry to hear that, because she was young.
Yeah, 32. She was the black sheep of the family, just like me, but you need to be the black sheep. That's the person that kind of forgets all the bullshit, don't take on your family's trauma, and kind of move forward. I love being the black sheep. Could you turn into the goat?
You know, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because you did lead when you left the military. So let's talk about your accolades in the military first,
yeah,
because you are were a soldier.
Always am, always will be.
Yeah, you were recognised. What was your accolades in your military career? Would you say?
So kind of the best parts of the military, should we say?
Yeah.
Well, all of it really. Obviously, it built me into a man. I joined a boy, and
How old were you when you went into the services?
I was 18 when I joined.
Right.
Within about 6 months, I turned into a man, 100%. Being shot up, seeing my mates blown up, killed.
Fuck.
That definitely sets the tone
So
for
you
the
were
rest of
in
life.
active service?
Yeah, straight away. So I joined at 18. Within about 10 months, I was a battle casualty replacement on my first tour. I jumped at the chance to...
Where was your first tour?
In Afghan, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
So real deal, thrown straight in then.
Yeah.
18 years.
Straight from Coventry.
Straight from Cov. out to
Same thing,
Afghan.
really.
Fuck. Hey, I'm going to get slated about this or not. But I mean, hey, you know, but it's like, yeah, I can't imagine 18. You don't know who you are, do you?
Not at all, but then you just got to have gratitude, like, freaking hell. World War One, people going up 12, 13 years old.
True.
Denying their age.
True.
To save the country.
True.
They're heroes, do you know what I mean?
We forget about that to a
100%.
degree. You know, on Remembrance Day, I heard a very, very powerful speech said that in the First World War, some of the young recruits, it was almost sold to them that it was going to be fun. Fuck.
100%,
A lot of them were cannon fodder, literally.
Yeah.
So you spent a number of years in the military.
Yeah.
Were there accolades? Were there recognition? Did you get? You know?
Yeah, so just over 8 years I served. I had to leave because of PTSD, but we'll get to that. So I joined the military. Before I joined the military, I was homeless, living on the streets.
Really?
Halfway houses, places like Mesa sofas and stuff like that. I was really struggling at the time. And I actually couldn't join the military because I never had no registration in my bank account, didn't have any ID,
Wow.
just a birth certificate, and they wouldn't allow me to join. So I had to register myself homeless. There's a place in Coventry called the Foyer. They house kids, it's a halfway place where they do shared accommodation,
Wow.
get your registered address and help you get your first job. And within 6 months, got my date to join the military, 2009, 25th of January, joined. 6-7 months of training in the Grenadier Guards, finest regiment in the British military, and that really sets the caveat for me, I think, because people were moaning going through training. You got 3 square meals a day. I'm like, bro, 6 months ago I was living on the streets trying to get food anywhere I can out of dustbins, and you're still moaning about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that kind of switched it for me. There was no plan B for me. It was literally plan A. No one could break me. I was already broken. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So the DS there and the staff, they were amazing. They just couldn't break me. They used to get pissed off at me because they could not break me.
I don't know why I felt like going into an American accent then, but like, we got a fucking tough one here, guys.
Exactly.
It's wow, yeah, because I recently interviewed Ollie Ollerton, and I know
Amazing guy.
you two keep in touch, don't you? and stuff?
Inspirational, yeah.
And you know, he talks about this, and it's fascinating to me because, you know, I've read some of Chris Ryan's books and things, and you know, and I think
Hero.
I think stereotypically we have this impression that a soldier should be a certain type, but actually they're looking for
The broken.
somebody
Lord
like
Jesus.
you, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. So they can mould us.
Yeah, they can mould you, and like you say, you're grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bed.
Exactly, yeah.
I got 3 meals a day.
Still went up for seconds.
Did you? Did you?
I've got that mentality now, even where I go, even if I stay in a hotel and you got unlimited breakfast, I take my Tupperware just in case.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah.
But that's a sign of somebody who's had it tough, man.
I'm always ready to go. I think it's embedded in me from a child. Like, I still have a black bag. I went into the care system with a black bag, left with a black bag, left in the military with a black bag.
Wow.
So I've always had that kind of thing. I've always got a bag ready just in case. I know I need to drop it, but you never know. It's there for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like we were going on to about the accolades in the military, when I passed out, I actually got best recruit. So out of nearly, I think it was 90, 100 people that joined the military, I got best recruit, and that was insane for me. Do you know what I mean? I've gone from nothing to getting on the parade, being given an award for the best soldier, which is amazing. Then 3 months later, first Afghan tour. My second Afghan tour is where I got a mention dispatches, which is an oak leaf. It's the oldest form of gallantry. So it used to be like the VC, and then it was the oak leaf from one of my good friends, John Dawson, who's still alive. called Pudding. He was in training with me. We called him Punny because he was a fat little boy. he loved Pudding. He always went out for seconds. Is that?
So it was you and him. It was you and him.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Trying to fight all the time, bro. I was just like, that's my cheesecake. But it was that relationship we had. I was not bully him. I could say shit about him. You can't.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean?
I
It's
get you.
that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Went through that together. Joined the Income come together. Went on tour together. And I got to mention Dispatches. He got shot by a sniper on that tour. Exactly where I was sat, 30 seconds away.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
How did it feel to you? You know, and I'm not asking you to cast your mind back here because this is going to be an impression on you, embedded. I'm thinking. You know, you spoke about the food, the bed, this. Suddenly you've got a brotherhood camaraderie as well, haven't you?
100%, yeah.
So you're like got now your own. You're part
Family.
of something, aren't you? You're part of something big.
Yeah.
You're going into battle, but one of the things that you know soldiers talk about is it's not about me.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the enemy, but it's most importantly, it's about my brotherhood.
Core values. It's what you're taught. And it's embedded into you in the military. It's all about selfless commitment, like you were just saying then. It's some of the guys in the military you don't get along with. Absolute arseholes, pricks. Outside the military, wouldn't even bother with them. But when we're in the fight and together, you don't back away. You're brothers. At the end of the day, we'll deal with our shit after. So I mean, you know, you kind of depend on them in certain situations.
You see, I love that. You probably don't know, but I've had an interesting career outside of this podcast in corporate, and in certain companies, you walk out the room, everybody's sticking a knife in.
100%, yeah.
You walk back in, they're okay to your face, and I prefer that. Know where you stand. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't like me. I've got no problem with that, but let's just get the job done, and that's what you're referring to here, isn't it?
Exactly. You know where that relationship starts and ends. Simple as that. It's black and white, isn't it? You're a prick, but I'm going to save your life. Is that mentality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, fuck, man, that's unbelievable. So let's think about where you are now. Mm-hmm. Because I mentioned, you know, you shady past. Mm-hmm. You know, you got into, because you come out of the military, and then things went a bit.
Yeah, I didn't know where I was again. I was still that 5-year-old boy that went into the care system. Just had nothing. I was just like, fuck, what am I supposed to do in my life? Do you know what I mean? In and out of different jobs, back on drink, back on drugs. Started taking them nearly every single day to numb the pain.
What do you think you were running away from?
Life in general, really. That I lost my purpose, my value. There are things that if a man loses, he will create chaos at any point.
So you were taking drugs?
Yeah.
You were consuming too much alcohol?
100%, yeah.
So then it almost seems...
Self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you've got a mental health problem if you're taking drink and drugs. And I say that very straight to the point. If you're on drink and drugs and saying you've got a mental health problem, you haven't. You've got a you problem.
Fuck. Yeah, you know, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Because whilst you're mashing your brain with substances, how can you really know what's going on? You got into dealing.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Did it before the military, did a bit after. Just to make ends meet, really. Do you know what I mean? It's just I had to kind of... I wanted to be valued and respected, do you know what I mean? And that kind of...
It gave you that?
Yeah, of course it did, yeah.
Gave you a bit of street cred?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely before the military when I was doing it. I had no one around me, do you know what I mean? Dealing drugs and taking drugs was the in thing, getting involved in gang violence across Birmingham and Coventry, being around that. But yeah, it gave me kind of purpose in a way, I think.
When you reflect on that, how do you feel?
Fine.
Yeah.
It needed to happen, like...
Yeah, we speak about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
You know, about shame and I'm sure you're not proud of those moments.
No, definitely not. Of course not.
No.
That'd be ignorant, definitely.
Yeah. But you've learned.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I don't regret it, but I'm not proud of it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's taught me different lessons. There's a lot of people, I think, these days that say they don't regret anything. I think that's quite narcissistic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do.
I regret hurting so many people in my life. That's the biggest regret if I couldn't heal when I did that kind of journey, be the better person and seen the light and stop being so self-absorbed, I would have stopped a lot of hurt in other people's life.
That's beautiful, man. It led you to a very dark moment, though, didn't it? On more than one occasion. You attempted to end your existence. And you're not alone.
No, definitely not.
You know, the stats are getting scary.
Ridiculous, yeah.
You know, I think it's 72 or 73%. It's certainly above 70% of men under the age of 43. The biggest threat to them is themselves.
Yeah.
You were taken into a system of mental health care, let's say, all right, given a lot of medication.
Yeah.
But again, there was this awakening in you, wasn't there, David, where you said, there was that fuck you moment again.
There was still fight in me. There always was, even when I was at my darkest days. There was still fight, there was still something there. I didn't know what it was, but I used to get pissed off with myself. I'm just like, you're not, just shut up and give up. There was always something inside me which just pulled me through it. And then it drained you and you're just battling it, and it's just like, how the fuck am I getting each every day? But one of the most powerful quotes I've read and understand and listened grasped is, we survived 100% of our worst days. I think so powerful when you can actually put that into perspective, like, keep going. Because
what people don't often understand about anybody who attempts suicide is what's going on with that individual. There are sometimes people who go, you know, say, oh, how selfish could you be? But it's the understanding of, and we're both men, so I'm only going to be able to relate to men, unfortunately. And I know women's statistics are also horrifying. In fact, I read recently that there's probably more women that try to take their own lives, but there's not as many recorded because women aren't as crazy as us. Often, men will make a very, very strong attempt at doing it, where women might just take too much alcohol and a few pills and wake up and go, oh, no, well, I'd regret that. Thank God it didn't. Thank God I'm still here. But it's not recorded.
Yeah, women talk about it more, men take action.
Yeah,
that's what
but there's also the recording of the incident. People who are in that dark moment, I hope we can both share this to help people understand. Because there's another statistic which is interesting, which is when one person takes their life, and God knows one is one too many, yeah? But the ripple effect is that no matter how well liked or you may believe yourself, there is research that shows that the ripple effect of one loss affects over 200 people because it's our family, our friends, our colleagues, our ex-military friends. It's a ripple of huge impact. But of course, the person who is perpetrating that act doesn't think about that in that moment, do they?
Of course not. Why would they? Because if they did think about that, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
But it's in that moment, the darkness in the mind of that individual, of the self-deprecation. Nobody wants me. I'm not worth anything. I'm this and that. This shit that we're feeding ourselves is what leads that person to do what they do.
And that's why it's so important not to believe every thought. Do you know what I mean? Our thoughts are just passing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what people hang on to, the negative thoughts way too much. Whether you're having 60, 70,000 thoughts a day, if every one was them true, where would you be? Do you know what I mean? We can pick and choose what we want, and it's so important when we're picking the negative thoughts. I do this with myself and coaching. It has to have facts or fiction. If I'm hanging on to this thought, where's the facts? There's no facts. Fuck off. And just keep doing that, and that kind of keeps me grounded and keep doing that.
Yeah.
And I have that every single day. Like my daily disciplines of, I say to people say to me, you're way too regimented. You say straight to the point. You're straight like bam. Because I'm military, but I'm just like, yeah. But if I wasn't like that now, my kids wouldn't have a dad. The people around me wouldn't be supported. That's why it's a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah. And it's interesting because we're going to come into this about your daily disciplines, advice we're going to give to people, a few sort of, very, very powerful practices that I know you do every single day. Like from the minute you open your eyes in the morning, there's a piece of gratitude going out there. There's a prayer, there's a journal, there's this, there's that, but we're going to dive into that. Yeah, later on. But so where was this moment then, David? Where was this we're going to keep calling it fuck you moment, but I might call it a light bulb moment, whatever. Yeah. Where you decided to lead your focus on improving your mindset and, can we call it personal growth?
Definitely, yeah, 100%. It's when my sister passed away. That was the big curve for me. When we were in the hospice, I was actually in a mental health institute at the time down in Basingstoke.
Were you?
Yeah, I was sectioned. I was there for around, I think, 5-6 months, and my sister started to really deteriorate. Her health was getting really bad. She was getting really bad, very scatty, like running away from my partner, and 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning with no shoes on, getting vodka, and
Wow.
it was that. And it was they wouldn't allow me out to go and see her because she was in the Walsgrave Hospital at the start, and then she deteriorated quite bad. And I threatened them. I said, look, if you do not allow me at home visit, I had to go on tag and call the police every single day when I was there. And if you don't allow me, I will kill someone in here or myself tonight.
Wow.
But I need to go back and see my sister. And seeing my sister deteriorate really affected me. She was more than a sister to me, more than a mother. We were the black sheep. We were just mirrors of each other. Do you know what I mean? We were always the person that whenever we were in a room, we'd lighten up the room. But when we're by ourselves, that's when the deep dark kind of thoughts come in. And it was a slow suicide for her. I drank with her every time I seen her. I didn't want her to feel lonely. The same with my mum. My mum was an alcoholic. And when she passed away, my sister, I would never forget me. She held my hand when we was in Walsgrave Hospital before she went to the hospice, and she was just like, yes, little bro, just never change, just keep being you and keep moving forward. And she said that to me, and it gave me that little bit of fight. Like, she passed away about 5 days after that, just because all the toxins in her body are all her organs shut, and she was very hallucinogenic. Like, she didn't know where she was. She'd wake up, she would remember, then she would go away. And it was just, remember my stepdad called me, it was just like, David, you need to, because I kept to my disciplines then, that was still very important to me. Still got up, went gym, went for a run. 9 o'clock in the morning, got a call from my stepdad, you need to come to the hospice. I was at the gym at the time, went there, and he was just like, yeah, she's gone. I sat with her, and it's just weird. She shouldn't have left this earth, but the 32 years that she was fucking amazing. So,
I'm sorry, man.
yeah, it's painful. I'll still hold it, because sometimes it's grief that's the only emotion we can have connected to now. And that's why grief's very powerful. I love grief. Absolutely love it. I've got to.
So as sad as it was that she left this earth, it did something to you, which became
Fuck you moment.
a fuck you moment, but it also became a, this is not about me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This is about other people.
Surrender, sacrifice, yeah. Definitely.
And we spoke about this, David. You know, you've just said it then, surrender, sacrifice. As an ex-military, how hard is it for you to say, I surrender? I surrender myself.
Dropping the ego, dropping pride, which are the thoughts of the devil. Do you know what I mean? That's what's out me. Like, the only knee I'll ever bow is to Jesus Christ, is my Lord and Saviour. And that's what really was on my journey. I didn't know I was on that journey to find faith, not a religion, faith in Jesus Christ. And that journey kind of stemmed from there, really. Over the past 5 years, I've just been personal growth, and it's just, surrendering's hard. So hard for a man, because you feel like weak, you feel pathetic, like you're surrendering to something, like in that, when you can feed your ego in the right way, because the ego is needed.
It is.
100%.
It is.
People say, I'm dropping my ego, I've got no ego. You fucking up. You saying that shows me you've got an ego.
But it's like when people say as well, I've got no fear.
Yeah.
You've got to have fear. You've got to have that adrenaline to kick in, to help you, to protect you.
Keeps you alive.
Of course it fucking does. You can't say I don't fear anything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You might put a passado and try and change something.
Yeah.
But these emotions there for a reason.
Yeah, and even in certain situations, you might be fearful, but sometimes it's advantageous to not show that fear. Right?
Some people don't know the difference.
Yeah, 100%.
Like happiness and sadness, anxiety. People say they got anxiety all the time. That's just separation. Separation from a thought and the feeling that you had as a child that has been separated, whether that's emotionally, physically or mentally. What is that separation? Do you know what I mean? People say, oh, I've got anxiety. No, you're just excited, mate. You're going out for the day. you get what I mean? When you can change the perspective of how your thought process comes in, then you can change the narrative of your own story. But so many people are drawn in with, I've got a problem. The world is all a problem. We've all got problems. Well, you're the problem.
And in fact, and I know neither of us are doctors, right? We're not medically qualified, but you've got, a shitload of experience, life experience behind you. And I sometimes think that's more advantageous, personally, just a personal opinion.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But when we talk about anxiety itself, David, it's an increase of the heart rate, it's a lack of breath, the breathing's not correct, everything else. It takes a lot of effort, actually, for the body to get anxious. It really does. Yeah. More effort than actually if you're doing something enjoyable. And that's scientifically proven. So when you talk about the thought that comes to trigger that anxiety, when we can manage that thought, the anxiety drops, maybe with some breathing as well, maybe with taking our mind somewhere else. But it sounds dead simple, doesn't it?
It is. Humans overcomplicate shit. I'm simple. If I can sit in the morning with a coffee and chill, that's simple. Some people need that. But like you're saying with the breath is so important. How does a sniper or a soldier get the perfect shot?
Yeah, they breathe.
Control the breathing.
A
sniper has to do it. I've got some amazing sniper friends. They have to control the breath. If you're out of sync with the rhythm and you try and pull that trigger, you could be, do you know what I mean, meters off.
Yeah, because I've seen this in movies, obviously. I haven't seen it in the real deal. But, you see they're shooting and they're a horrendous distance away. So, of course, one tiny movement this end means when it's delivered, it's that far away.
100%, yeah.
And they control it through calm and breath.
I've been lucky enough to be on tour with an amazing sniper. I won't say his name, but it's all about clicks and stuff like that. But it's, when I was his too, it's all about, obviously, the heat is very important.
Wow.
The wind is very important. It can be out. If you're doing 1,700 yards, which is a long-ass shot.
That's a long-ass shot, right?
And one of my friends got this shot. Like, he did say it was a bit of a fluke, but he got it in the general direction. The breathing has to be important. When you notice it, especially when you're wearing off-spray or body armour and stuff like that, you've got everything pinning down in your rib cage. You have to be in that shot relaxed. If you're not relaxed, you're allowing the world to dictate your focus.
So let's take it away from military for 1 second, if we may. I want to stick on this point. Is that all right?
Of course.
If we think about a situation you're going into, it may be that you're going to go, I don't know, a first date, right? It might be a first date. It might be someone's just had a baby and they're just passing you the baby. It may be, it could be anything, right? And you start to feel anxious.
Yeah.
What are a couple of simple things that you would say to me, Ian? If I say to you, oh God, I'm feeling really nervous. I feel anxious, David. My heart rate's going. I'm struggling to breathe a little bit. What would you say to me?
Just relaxing, being present, notional awareness. That's something that's ingrained into me. Wherever I am, I know like what people's colour. Like you're wearing red socks. I know exactly what that is. I know where the door is, the fire exit door. How many people are out there? It's knowing what's around you that you know you're safe or not. And if you're creating something, is it real or not? Like, just be present in the moment, make sure everything's around you, and you're all good.
And you spoke about your belief system. I like what you said there about religion versus faith. And this is an interesting one because somebody once said to me, and it was in a very, very strange environment they said it to me. I don't want to name the individual, I don't want to name the circumstance precisely, but they said to me, how can you believe in God? And I said, oh, okay, here we go. And they said, well, come on, how can you? No one's ever seen him, as far as we know. And there was this book written called the Bible. It was thousands of years ago. I mean, come on, really, seriously? My response was this, and I might have it wrong. I don't know. It's only my own belief system. I said to them, do you love your wife? And they said, yeah. I said, do you love your kid? They went, yeah. Do you love your dog? Yeah. Do you love your parents? Yeah. Do you love some of your friends? Yeah. Where are you going? I said, okay, well, what does love look like then? Because I've never seen it. I know how it feels, but I've never seen it. And the person pulled away from it, and later on they came back and went, do you know what? You've just made me rethink about religion and faith. It's an interesting one. And spirituality as well. People talk about spirituality. Are they not all connected, David? Are they not all one?
I went through my spiritual journey. I pride myself as a man of truth. I need truth. I need logic. I need understanding. If there's no logic and understanding, I don't want to hear your conversation. I want to hear your bullshit. It's simple as that. Like, if there's no logic behind it, I ain't listening to it. I think it's like religion and faith. It's like the faith is something unseen that you need to believe in, and belief system. But belief is a doubt. It can be, but faith has literally completely changed my life. How I see things, gratitude, God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Like a lot of people, for instance, like you were just saying then, if someone come up to me and was just like, "Mum, how's that God? Prove it to me." Well, prove me it's not. You want me to prove you wrong, or prove you right? Do the opposite to me.
Yeah, it's a fair comment.
And they're just like, well, what do you mean? Well, you've just come out with that. Send it back to you. Prove me that Jesus Christ is not our Lord and Saviour. I went from fear to love. And that's where it changed for me. Every single day I try and wake up with love, show people love, myself love, not in fear. I was in fear state.
We are all love, right?
100%. Yeah. Every other emotion is just a lack of love. Anger, lack of love. Depression, lack of love. Anxiety, lack of love. Everything is lack of love. If you can just hold it there, it's important.
That's beautiful, man. So, when you were overcoming these challenges yourself, and they were fairly significant.
Battles, yeah, 100% battles, yeah.
What were the obstacles for you to overcome them?
I'm still battling them today. The biggest thing with me is my childhood, especially accepting love, accepting people in my life that I can trust.
You mean intimate partners?
Definitely. Like, I'm terrible in relationships. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I can just about being with myself, let alone anyone else.
Oh, sorry, ladies. So there you go. You're watching this going, fucking hell, he's all right.
Stay away from me. I am not good. Like, and that's me being honest. Like, I really struggle with relationships.
Do you?
With women, because from the very start, my mum let me down. My sisters let me down. I was in and out of care. My mum was an amazing mum. She was Catholic. She was fiery. She was an orphan. She was abused. Do you know what I mean? She had 6 kids by 5 different men. She absolutely loved men, but absolutely despised them for what she did. But you don't realise that until you're older and you've gone through your own shit in life. And she was an amazing mum. I know she died of a heart attack, but a little point in this, like, so my birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Is it?
Yeah, shit for me because I never time to go out, but everyone's always doing something. But on my birthday, before my mum passed away when I was 16, she'd written the diary on my birthday. I didn't see her for about 6 months before that. And she'd written a diary, I really miss my baby boy. It's breaking my heart. And literally 3 weeks later, she passed away. People do die of a broken heart. It's a thing.
They do.
I'll always regret, it's guilt from there. And I've never been able to have a good relationship because I self-sabotage a lot. Anything good's happening, I don't feel worthy of it.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it?
We spoke about it before, and you saw a little bit about your story. It's powerful as well, and it's hard.
It is, man.
Yeah.
It is. I'm gonna go into like community, friends, surroundings, the importance of. You're called the mindset soldier on socials, but you're a bit of a lone wolf at times as well, which is interesting because you've got this background of military where you had the Brotherhood. Fair?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You know, come out of that. You spoke about, I'm just picking up on a couple of things you said. You know, you spoke about when you were younger, the drug dealing gave you respect.
Yeah.
It made you a bit of a kingpin, I'm guessing, you know, or amongst the kingpins, it gave you a brotherhood.
People needed something from me.
But what about community? What about friends? What about family? What I'm going with this is sometimes, and I know you've really sort of got comfortable with this, people aren't good for us, are they?
No. Expectations. Drop your expectations of people. And I didn't drop that for many, many years, for my probably 30 years of my life.
So you had friends that took the piss out of you. You had friends that took money from you.
Robbed me, hundreds of £1,000s, used me, abused me, didn't know about it at the time. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm very giving, like whatever I've got, you can have, kind of thing. And remember, like takers can always see givers.
They can.
Do you know what I mean? And they'll always see it, and they'll infiltrate you, make you feel like you're the best friend. They want this and that for you, and next
Until
minute,
they've got what they want.
and they'll
And then
disappear.
they'll chew you up, spit you out, and step on to the next one.
Yeah, they'll just ghost you. Won't pick up the phone. They'll blue tick you. 3 messages, gone. Just like I've been battling this the last year, especially with justice and revenge, and battling that thought process and meditating on with God and speaking to God about it. And it was about revenge. I always want. It's that thing. I'm going to say it, but I'm going to. You know what I mean? I wanted that revenge, and it was just like, right, how can I separate this from the flesh and God's word, kind of thing. And it was, revenge is my plan, justice is God's plan.
Yeah. You know, and let's go with forgiveness as well. Because I think forgiveness is really important, David.
Yeah.
Not forgiving what happened, and not forgiving the person or persons for what they did to us. What happened.
100% forgive. Do you know what I mean? Like in the Bible it says, you know, how many times you forgive? 7 times. 7 times 7. Do you know what I mean? 7 times 70. How many times? It's the point of not keeping a tally. Because if you're keeping a tally, you don't really forgive. I do forgive them people. I'll never forget. And it says there as well, you should never forget.
I don't think you should. You should.
I'm saved. I'm not fucking soft.
There's the one. You spoke there about being, you know, a giver. Often kindness and giving can be mistaken for weakness.
Oh, yeah.
Can't it? You know, and looking at you physically.
What are you trying to say?
Here we go.
I look like a convict.
This is why he bought his medical kit. I told you we might kick off. Fucking hell, David. Easy, tiger. Right. So, but it's like, no. Look, you know.
Yeah.
We all prejudge. We shouldn't. It's
a
natural thing.
Yeah.
I know you.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
I'm getting to know you better.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of conversations over the phone. I watch your socials. I get it. You're the real deal. You're a very honest, kind, God-loving man. However, for a second, forget the facade that I'm looking at.
100%. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
forget that. If people are giving, as human beings, we tend to trust a lot as well.
Yeah.
And that can be abused.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is here, kindness, forgiving, can be perceived as a weakness. And takers, or people who are not the same page, can hurt us. But should we, when that's happened, reflect and forgive and not seek revenge?
Yeah, definitely. We cause our own pain in life. Like sometimes you should open the door to some people, but not allow them in. And that's what I kind of have with my boundaries. It's when we lose trust in humans, people, friends, family and stuff like that, because they abuse our good nature or whatever you want to say. What really pinnacle for me is we start to lose the trust in ourselves.
It's true.
Our intuition. We don't trust our decisions. I can't be around them people. I just can't be entrusted around them. Do you know what I mean? So then you start to lose yourself, like we spoke about before. So when people hurt us in life, we can take that guilt, shame on, and we start to distrust ourselves. And it's just like, what am I supposed to do? I can't be around them. I don't want to get in relationships. I don't want any more friends in my life. People say, like, obviously, as you gradually get older, your circle gets smaller and smaller because you don't trust a lot more people. And you realise, actually, people are sinful. We're all sinful at nature. But when you can hold on to good friendships where people don't blow smoke up the ass, they'll tell you, I've got some really good mates. Probably two. When I'm fucking up, they tell me. When they're fucking up, I'll tell you. People don't like, honestly, like I say to people as well, it's relationships are transactional. It's simple as that. And so, for instance, if I've got friends in my life, I like to know exactly where that friendship is. Right, you need this from me, I need that from you. It's a transactional relationship. I'm fine with that. I can deal with it. But if you're trying to make out you're my best friend, you do everything for me, but then you're actually trying to get more out of me, like in a manipulative way, that's when the relationship needs to stop. And like you said earlier, people have used it against me before, my socials, tried to clickbait me and stuff like that, because I try and do positivity and gratitude. I do it every single day. Like, positivity and gratitude is a lifestyle. It's not a choice for me. And people are like, When people overstep boundaries in my life, and I do react and I do respond to them, I tell them freaking straight. They're just like, oh, the mindset soldier. I thought you were about positivity. I am. Don't take the piss out of me.
You see, that's a difference as well, isn't it? Why do people have a problem with that?
Exactly.
I did it. I did a piece, and it's too long to put in this episode because this is your story. It's not mine. But it's like it's something that my therapist taught me, and it's about your garden. We are our own beautiful garden.
Yeah.
And when we allow people into our garden, some people go, "Oh, it's amazing. I can love your garden, David. Look, you know, fucking wish I was like you. Oh, I love them." And they want to cultivate it with you.
Yeah.
But
Plant
some people come in and go, "What the fuck? How's he got all this? It's beautiful. Mine's nothing like this. Fuck it," and they start wrecking it. But when we allow them to, and don't say, "Hang on a minute, hang on, can you just bugger off a minute?" If we let them back in again and they keep doing it until they destroy it,
That's our problem.
whose fault's that?
Yeah, 100% ours.
We should have locked the gate, shouldn't we?
Ownership.
And said, "You're not allowed in my garden." I've condensed that right down, but you get it, yeah?
Yeah. Relationships need audits, just like business. Relationships, friendships. Do you know what I mean? They need auditing every single week. Right, how am I turning up to you? Am I turning up the right way for you? Like, love language is very important to me. Having BPD from my emotional trauma as a child, having ADHD, I see emotions as black as white, not colourful.
Do you?
Yeah, 100% black and white. Right, if you're crying right now, but you tell me you're okay, you're okay. I'll tell you again, but then if you have a go at me 2 days later, well, why didn't you? Because I was crying. You said you were okay.
That's really interesting.
Do you know what I mean? It just hits me, and I have to be like, I'm very black and white with my emotions. I do struggle with it still, but being more emotionally aware, learning what my love language is how I should be loved, but also the other person. Because sometimes how we should think we should be loved, we think we give that away to them, whether it's acts of service, whether it's physical touch.
True. True. It's God, you're fuck. That's so thought provoking. Because it's not about us, is it?
No. This world, that's what it's come about, is self. Surrender.
It's not about us, is it?
Nah, surrender. We're here to serve. 100%. We're here to serve, sacrifice, provide and protect. Like I said to you out there, them 4 things that are really brilliant to me this year. I've been asking God, like, show me the sign of the Holy Spirit. What do I need to do? And it's all about not myself. It's sacrifice, surrender, provide and protect. There are 4 things a man needs, and a woman, but a man mainly, 90%. If you haven't got them 4 things, what are you living for? Because you know what I mean? If you're sacrificing, you've got purpose. If you're providing, you've got purpose. Protecting, we need that. If a man hasn't got something to protect, he's going to protect himself. He becomes self-absorbed, ego. If he's not surrendering to someone, he's his own idol. Don't want that man around me. If he's not sacrificing something, who are you? Do you know what I mean? You need to implement that into your life and sow it. Definitely.
So, that's good shit, man.
Thank you, bro. I try meditating on each day, mate.
Whoa! I mean, that's like what you can see. I'm literally. I've got to move on because I'm getting stuck in that thought. I really am. Honestly, my mind's going a couple of places here. It's not about me.
No.
It's not about them equally. No. Wow. Okay, man. Thank you. But to the point, we have to recognise in our circle, as we're going to agree on, sometimes we have to, you said, we have to prune it a little bit.
Prune, yeah, 100%. It's painful.
It can be really painful, especially if they're our family or people who've been with our lives for quite some time.
Definitely. Like, someone in your life doesn't mean they're a good friend. Do you know what I mean? Longevity doesn't mean nothing.
No, it doesn't actually.
I've lost friends that I've known for 25 years.
Yeah, me too. And also some people come in and very quickly they move into that inner circle.
Energy is energy, right?
Energy's energy.
Whatever you take out of the universe, you've got to replace it, whether that's a positive or negative, because the energy cannot be destroyed. So you have to replace it. You can move around it, manipulate with the energy. You can't just take it out and fuck it off. If there's an empty space in your life, it will be filled by something. You choose that. And that's what I kind of did in my life. Take it out, replace it. Take it out, replace it. Next minute, friends are dropping off, family dropping off, careers dropping off, finances drop off.
Do you think as well, David, as we evolve, because the version of you that was a wrong 'un, that old version of you, it can't evolve, can it, if it keeps certain things? If you have grown amazingly, you're continuing to. Life's a journey, right?
100%, yeah.
It's not a destination.
Don't have a
It's not a
destination.
destination.
You don't get
is
out of it alive, mate.
fucking too right. You don't. But you know, do you think that the old version of you? Where do you see? What do you see when you look at the old version of you? The one that was ugly. The one that was.
It's what you feed, right? So you've got a dog called Duke, right?
I have.
So, for instance, if you had two dogs, one called positive and one called negative, yeah? If you put their food bowls down, you fed one but starved the other, which one's going to grow? It's what you choose to feed in life that grows, and I just try and feed positivity, gratitude, sacrifice, suffering. I choose suffering all the time over pleasure. 100%.
But what do you mean by suffering?
Suffering. Not just like allowing pain into my life and doing that. That's the wrong way, the analogy to put it. It's suffering makes the man. What are you going to suffer and endure to be the best version of you? What are you going to take away from the weekends taking, drinking drugs and cocaine and having sex? What are you sacrificing? Yeah? But the pinnacle point there is the loneliness and solitude. So when you're sacrificing things in life and taking it out of your life because you've been so used to it and it becomes a habit, whether it's a positive or negative, you have to go through loneliness. Loneliness is needed to get to solitude. You can't go from like being this person straight to solitude. I've got solitude and gratitude on my face for a reason, just so I don't forget in the morning. But it's that pinnacle point. Loneliness is needed. So many people seek validation, whether it's relationship, friendship, conversations.
True.
I make people feel very uncomfortable because when now I could be in a situation with loads of people, I'm silent. Why so silent? I'm listening.
Silence is powerful.
People don't like it. I've had it before. If you've gone off me, what, do you not like me or something? You've had 10 seconds of silence. What are you not feeling? And that was really, especially with my ADHD, that was a pinnacle point for me. I would always get into conversations. I had to get out what I was trying to say. I was trying to finish what you were trying to say, because my point was more important. You're truly not listening to the person if you can't hear them. A true friend hears you when you're silent. So when I'm silent, my mates know me. No, he's just chilled.
I knew this was going to be a good episode.
Yeah, it's great. I'm just speaking to you as outside.
You're fucking blowing my head off. So it's like, when we talk about suffering, you see, my interpretation of that word is very different. Mm-hmm. But I get it now. What you're saying is, for example, if I went to the gym and I wanted to build myself up more than I am now, and I do need to do that, by the way. I'll
help you.
Thanks, man. You know, I'm going to have to suffer. I am. My muscles are going to ache the next day because I've lifted too much. I've used parts of my body I haven't used in a while. That is pain.
What's the outcome?
But what the outcome is the improvement. Mm-hmm. So if we shift that to mindset and what you're so brilliant at what you do, if you don't want that thing, that feeling, that emotion, that person, that whatever it is, you're going to have to change. You're going to have to do something different. And my interpretation of the suffering, I'm wrong. Because you've just explained it there. It's the change, it's the shift, it's the sacrifice, it's being in the gym and lifting that extra weight in another way, isn't it?
It's changing that terminology. Like I always say, like when people are going through mental health problems, I always say to change the narrative. Words are powerful. There is life and death in the tongue, and it's all about battling. And that's one thing that really changed my mindset. When I was in that mental health hospital, what do you suffer with? Everyone kept fucking saying that to me. What do you suffer? I said, I ain't suffering with shit. I'm battling. Like when we suffer, we lose. But when we're battling, we're still in the fight. And I try and say to change the narrative. I'm battling depression. I'm battling anxiety. I'm battling mental health. Battling PTSD. Because you're still, when you say suffer, you give up.
You're surrendering.
Yeah, 100%. In the wrong way.
In the wrong way.
Yeah.
That is really powerful, David. I am battling with.
Change that narrative. Words are powerful. Perspective's
very, very
key.
powerful.
Yeah. That's why some people, when they have conversations with me, I know it's quite hard because I know I'm fucking very direct, but that's the only way I can be. It's just like, you come at me with a problem, you best have a fucking solution for it. Because if not, I'm going to give you it. If you want to take it, you can. Like, it's what, like you're saying, friendships and relationships are so important. if I do something for my mate and he's caused a problem, he'll always come with me with the problem, but also the solution after it. People who do not respect you or have the integrity and loyalty will come with you a problem and expect you to deal with it. I've lent you 10 grand, mate, but it's gone. But then you'd have another mate who a really good mate of mine, left hand, this is how I'm going to get it back for you, mate.
So here's the problem, but here's the solution.
Yeah, exactly. Stop coming at people with problems.
And expecting them to solve it.
Yeah. We're not your saviours. I'm not anyone's saviour. I'm no one's idol. I don't want to be that. I'll help and guide you, especially with my coaching. People come to me. I get trauma dumped every single day, hundreds of messages. And when I was starting my coaching years ago, I tried to help everyone. I was drained constantly because they used it and abused it.
Of course, yeah.
Exactly. I'm selective now. What's the problem? Like this and that. This is how you do it. It's not that simple. It is.
And isn't it also about, David, accountability and saying, all right, look, I'm asking you for your help. I get it. I like your style. And then if you come at them and say, I identify in you, and this is the solution, and they go, oh, I don't like that. Well, then it's not going to work, is it?
Yeah, because they're in the feelings. Drop it. I've coached some amazing people, hundreds, yeah. The best people to coach, surrender. I say to them, you need to give me the steering wheel. You can put on the gas and the brake if you want, but the direction's mine. If you want to plough it down...
We're going forward.
Yeah, we're going forward.
You
ain't choosing the direction.
We ain't going there.
Yeah, you can change the speed and actually need it sometimes. People are going through their own shit week in, week out. I'm having a heavy week, mate. Can we just have a talk? That sound. Put on the brake. Next week, back down. We're still going the same direction.
Similar to the gym analogy.
100%, yeah.
I'm coming in the gym with you. I like working on my chest, yeah. You're going to say, well, no, we're doing arms today.
Exactly.
I don't want to do that.
Look, summer's coming. You need to wear shorts. Train your fucking legs. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, man. So, I mean, advice for change then. If you could give one piece of advice to someone who's looking to make a significant change in their mindset, maybe they're feeling low, maybe they're just stuck. I mean, you've kind of said it already, but what would it be?
It's daily disciplines and routine is really important. A person with no routine is always going to be stressed. And the only reason you're stressed is something out of control. So when I can control the morning, I can kind of control how the day goes. So the morning routine can normally bang up for me. I wake up at 5 a.m, I praise God, read the Bible, praise Him, my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ, do my video, do my content. It takes me 5 minutes to do. I don't do anything kind of scripted. It's up in the morning. How am I feeling? Right, put it out. Energy, Holy Spirit, do it for me. Done. Video done. Go to the gym, drink water, exercise, get my steps in, eat good food. It's good. That's the key ingredient. That is it. But people try and overcomplicate things like we spoke about. It's just, yeah, but I need to do this, I need to do that, I need that, I need this and that. You don't. Just get it done. And you'll see your life change. When you're constantly doing it, turning up for yourself is really important.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency keeps motivation every single day. I am not motivated. I do not want to get up in the morning. I get up, my ass is hurting me, my legs are hurting me. I've got to put this on, I've got to strap my legs up, I've got to go out for a run, I've got to do this and that. Why do? I've got no reason to do it, but I need to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's that constant thing, but daily disciplines, 100%. What are you doing? What could you change? Like the little segments, like we're saying, like the shot with the sniper, the clicks are very important, not the distance.
Yep.
The clicks, them little things, doing it every single day. Don't be flexible. That's what really helped me is I'm that kind of person where, sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I was saying I'm still that militant person. If you're on time, you're late. Turn up before everyone else turns up. And turning up is the easiest thing. You see all these sale events and stuff like that. Turn it up. First step is the hardest step. It's the fucking easiest one. Keep doing it every single day. Keep doing that step every single day. Consistency. Don't care about motivation. I've got nothing to be motivated for.
It's true. It's true. I can understand. And what we're talking about here, David, is a daily discipline. We're talking about consistency. You've just said your routine. You know, it's not difficult to do. Is it? No. You're very consistent. But is there a point as well of maybe crawl, walk, run? As in, don't try and be all the time I'm going to be. There's an old saying, don't try and eat the elephant all in one sitting. Yeah. But, don't try and be all that I want to be now. In other words, take the steps. And that's the importance of a coach as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the coach is going to guide you.
100%.
You're going to recognise what we've got to work on. And again, in the gym, if I want a body like yours, that ain't going to happen if I go in today and do 1 hour. It just isn't.
I train 45 minutes, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but you're fucking already got. You got a pretty,
I know what I'm doing.
Good, and you've got a pretty good,
foundation
to work on. So
Definitely.
Again, is that important to just not overwhelm yourself?
It's baby steps.
Baby steps.
Take one thing out, replace it with another. Because a lot of people who want everything straight away, they'll try and replace everything. Don't know what one's doing this and doing it. Like even if I'm coaching, so when I do my coaching, I do everything. Do you know what I mean? It's whether it's their lifestyle, their food, their diet, what time they wake up, what time they go to bed, do this and every day, replace this and that, be their kind of therapist and coach and counselling kind of thing and talking therapy. It's the little movements that really, really count massively. Because it can be life and death, 100%.
Yeah. And again, consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
Small baby steps, consistent, 1%.
Yeah.
Build on that 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. Yeah.
You're not going to replace 4 tires if one's let down.
No.
Some people would.
Yeah.
Because their OCD is hell and just I need the 0.2 on this. Do you know what I mean? It's not about that. It's replacing what needs to be replaced.
Yeah. So I've got to ask you, how does life feel now compared to back then?
I've got nothing to be grateful for. I've got nothing. If I look for it, I'm choosing it. I've just
thinking about David when he was pre going into the army at the age of 18. Homeless, life's a fucking, day by day. Not really knowing where your next meal's going to come from.
Yeah.
It's been a journey, hasn't it, up to where you are now?
Yeah.
So, if I was to say to you, let's take them two comparatives. Not that you want to go back there, but how does it feel where you are now?
I'm just grateful. That's what I live. There's no other emotion that can live in your brain, your mind, your body, if you've got gratitude every single day. When I'm walking past someone, it could be the littlest thing. If someone's homeless or someone's struggling or someone's in a wheelchair, I'm so grateful, Lord, that I've got legs. Thank you. Gratitude every single time. And it builds an emotion in you, serotonin. I've constantly got it.
It does. It builds an energy as well.
Massively.
We're all frequency, right? We're all frequency, we're all energy.
100%. It's going from what I lived through, do you know what I mean? Being abused in the care system, sexually, mentally, physically, going through all of that, losing my adolescence, shall we say. Do you know what I mean? That's where stemmed my relationships and really hurts me. Like I hate relationships, especially sexually. Sometimes I can really feel used and it brings that emotion back constantly. And then relationships with my parents, I didn't really know my dad. My dad passed away at 19, like mad story. When I was 19, he passed away. I found out just about as I was passing out of training. But he used to come and watch me play basketball. And I never even knew. He wrote it in his diary.
Fuck.
He used to come and watch me play all the time. He said, I never had the balls to come and say hello to you. Another relationship.
Oh, man.
So it was always like, it was gone. And I think it was with suicide. He was type 1 diabetic. Do you know what I mean? And he just stopped taking his insulin because his relationship failed with whoever he went with London with and come back to Coventry, put me in his will for some reason, and then wrote this letter. Then a week later, just died in his bed.
You were so fucking loved, man, weren't you?
I don't know.
You were.
It's hard, yeah.
You were. Your mum.
From afar.
Your mum.
Oh yeah, she loved me.
Your sister.
Yeah.
Your dad.
It's hard to see that though, isn't it?
It is hard. You were and you are loved. But I think it's such a shame that wasn't expressed.
In the right way, yeah. That's powerful. I've never really thought about it that way. I always kind of thought I was unloved in a way.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
You were fucking loved, man.
No, I appreciate that.
Very much loved.
Changed my narrative there a little bit, bro. I like it.
Who's the coach here? Me or you?
Yeah. Let's change how we're sitting.
I don't have a bigger social media following as you. Fucking hell. But right, but it's look, hey. So I've really enjoyed this podcast with you. I knew I would. I enjoy every guest. I'm just going to say that. What are your plans then? What do you want? What do you hope for? What do you dream for the future?
My dream for the future is to sacrifice more, surrender more to God, try and turn up to my kids as much as I possibly can every single day, providing to protect people, and that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for myself. Whenever my day's up, it's up. But as long as I'm here and God gives me breath, gives me feet to walk, I will try and glorify His name, help people with my coaching, keep doing my motivational talking. Sometimes we can feel like, is this it? But do you know what I mean? God's building us for something. 100%. So I'm just so grateful.
I think you're being built for something, mate.
I truly think that as well.
I think you're being built for something quite remarkable. I don't think you realise that yet. There's something that you said to me about my dog. You know, you mentioned
Big old
which which was a conversation we had outside the studio. So thank you for listening. You're a very good listener. I need to ask you. There's something that I noticed. You are covered in tattoos. Some we can see here now through the cameras. If you're listening on audio, go and check David out. He's got them all over his face. It's a fascinating body art. Across your fingers, it says "Lost Soul."
Yeah.
You're not anymore, though, are you?
Nah, I'm a soul, not lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a time in my life I just felt lost. Still do sometimes, but then I pull myself in, have gratitude, think it's a bigger mission. Do you know what I mean? Lost is important, like the wilderness. That's where things kind of come from. Jesus spent 40 days in the wilderness. Wilderness is very big in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes when we're alone, we're not. There's still 100%. Presence there.
100%. We're never alone. Thanks, mate. Thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely, honestly, absolute pleasure.
Yeah, and I wish you nothing but, honestly, from my heart.
No, I truly feel that as well.
You're a remarkable individual, and thank the Lord that
Amen.
you weren't taken.
Amen. Philippians 4:13.
Well, how was that for you? Because for me, it was more than just a podcast session. And I don't say that lightly, because here on So What's Your Story, what I am trying to do is to help all of us see something from a different angle. Even if it's a snippet of something that David said today that you found empowering, that you are in that situation and his story has helped you to realise that this too shall pass. We have the opportunity to be whoever we want to be, but we are in control of it. It is these thoughts, these actions, these daily things that we do which can change things for the better or for the worse. Your choice. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for David's time in the studio. The Mindset Soldier, go and check him out. I hope that you will join me for more episodes of this podcast. Please, I'm going to say it, hit subscribe, follow me. Help us to keep building this community, this inspiration, because I honestly believe, and I flipping well know, I nearly said the F-bomb there, and I'm going to say it, I fucking know. Everyone has a story, and I believe that story should be shared. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. Our forefathers used to tell stories. Why should we stop telling them? Thank you so much. I love you all.